Sometimes people don't realize how difficult it is to produce a shoe. A shoe is the only object that has a sole, because it's the structure in metal that to support the shoe, and this is something that we value so much. It's like we are producing something with soul, with the most energetic people that we have. The craftsmanship is outstanding, and with a lot of improvement since we started a long time ago. For example, my company started in 1938 with my grandmother. Imagine a woman in those days starting a company in Europe was really difficult, and she managed to do so. But everything has been upgraded.
Well, basically, it's a very important moment for the Portuguese footwear industry, not only because the APICCAPS is celebrating the 50th anniversary, but we are in the moment we are finishing the hugest investments that we do in the story of the footwear industry in Portugal. In the last 3 years, our industry invests more than 120 million euros in the automatization, robotics, sustainability. We believe there's a space in the market for a small player like Portugal, specialized in high segments of products and fair prices. It's possible to produce in Europe, and basically this opposite that what's happened around the world. Because each year, 24 billion pairs of shoes are produced worldwide. Almost 90% of the shoes are made in Asia. One single country, China, is responsible for 54% of worldwide production. We believe there's a space in the market for a small player like Portugal.
AMF, it's a safety shoe manufacturer from Portugal based in Guimarães, which is the birth of our nation. So AMF was born 25 years ago, so this is our 25th anniversary actually.
Is it the only factory, or do you have several in Portugal?
No, for safety shoes manufacturer, this is the only one. And then we have another company in the group, which is Aloft, which produces outsoles for shoes, so it's a component.
And how many people do you manage here? How many people do you work?
In the group, around 400. In AMF, around 230, 240.
There is something special about the group, right? Because it's not like a common shoes we can see on the street style. You are working with high technology, right?
Yeah, you can actually see it in the street side because we produce safety shoes that are actually done thinking about that. So we are a safety shoe manufacturer which has very specific characteristics when it comes to, certifications and requirements, technical requirements, because it needs to. The first goal is always to make sure that you don't get hurt by doing your job. So if you see someone in a construction site or a builder or someone working on an oil and gas platform or even in a logistic warehouse, you need to be protected because at some point you can get harmed by the goods that you're handling. Most of them are heavy and other characteristics. But yeah, so that's always the main goal. But our company, not only for our private label clients, but also for our own brand, one of our first goals is also to make sure that the safety shoe doesn't need to be ugly. Right? You should be able to get our work and feel free to go and have a drink with your friends or go to the cinema or just go grocery shopping without feeling that you look bad. So we try to introduce style and some sense of fashion in the shoes that we produce, even though the main goal is always to make sure that when you're doing your job, you're protected.
So this is a family business, right?
Yeah, my father started APICCAPS 27 years ago in 98. But yeah, we are continue the business, and we hope the family business still continues. At APICCAPS we are 150 people. In both units, we have this unit is the main building the VP1. We have another building where we produce EVA, which is VP2. So total, more or less, 150 people. We work especially for European markets. We have our biggest customers are from Germany, Dutchland, Italy. We work, for example, a lot with Birkenstock, Tommy Hilfiger, Calvin Klein, Balmain. We try to work with brands, especially from Europe, because it's fast. The service is fast, everything is faster. But we also export to Colombia, India, Greece, all over the world.
We do the design, we do 3D modulation, we present also mock-ups, then we produce our own raw materials. We have a recycling unit that processes all the scrap and brings back the scrap as a new raw material that we can incorporate on new outsoles. We produce our own molds. Actually, we're the sole factory unit that produces outsoles, that builds its own aluminum molds in-house. We are investing a lot on robotics, plans for AI, and obviously we produce 4 main families: PU, thermoplastics, and the most important, EVA and rubber, which is the biggest one. We're still the biggest injection line of rubber in Europe.
And what are your ambitions for upcoming years?
The company will grow for sure. It will invest more in technology, will allow us to do different things. Rubber and EVA will be kept as something that is on our natural way of seeing our business. But we have some ideas. We are testing it with our bags brand, My Cute Pooch, business to customer, and we have some other ideas that we want to try in the future, maybe in the area of 3D, also business to customer, but something really different, because in the end we don't want to be competitors of our customers. It makes no sense.
Well, my name is Tiago Brandão Rodrigues. I'm the Director General of Kiaya Group. And the Kiaya Group started 40 years ago, more or less. And our flagship, Fly London, started 31 years ago. We are all over the world. We have more than 60 markets. And we have also stores, shops, a little bit everywhere in Portugal. We used to have a huge quantity of stores, a little bit in every single corner of Europe and also in North America. Right now we have another strategy, but we are selling also for the 4 corners in the world.
The shoe here is made from A to Z. You make the design, after you make the production, everything is happening in this place.
Exactly. We have 4 different brands. We have Fly London, Softinos. We also have Fred and Frederico and As Portuguesas, very related with Cork, As Portuguesas. But right now here in our 2 different locations, Guimarães and Paredes de Coura, we are preparing the shoes from Alpha to Omega, everything. And we are very proud of that. We have a lot of experience, and we have a group of workers that are very, very committed with our group, with our brands, and this is very important to us.
Here we are in the leather department, so many different colors. You are working with natural products, am I right?
Yeah, mainly with the national product, also with some leather from other countries, but mainly Portuguese. And it's very important because we can follow the leather, the origin of the leather, and we have a huge, as you can see, a huge storage of leathers, what give us a lot of flexibility in the way that we produce, in what we can offer to our customers, and in the way that we can increase the reliability of our products and the way that we increase the trustness of our customers, because we can answer very rapidly to the requests of our customers.
How you preserve the traditional know-how, because Portuguese, they are known to be the best shoemakers in the world, alongside with new technologies, artificial intelligence. Is it a challenge?
It is a challenge, but it's at the same time an opportunity. As you can see, here we have innovation, and you saw, for example, the way that we store our raw materials for every single model, every single line. It's quite innovative, the way that we can feed huge quantities of raw material in this factory, but at the same time with the handcraft and the capacity that we have to see people producing in a way that it's impossible to reproduce by a machine. And so joint venture between innovation and tradition is the most important thing for us.
That we are proudly made in Portugal, our shoes are made in Portugal. I think as proud as we can be as a Portuguese shoe manufacturer.
When I see in social media or on TV people wearing shoes with our soles, of course, I'm proud, of course.